We're set here today in this matter for two issues of contempt. Child support has filed a motion and affidavit alleging certain violations by Mr. Dosh of his child support order and payments, and is requesting that the court find him in contempt. We also have the motion and affidavit filed by Ms. Vogt, in which she is asking the court to also find Mr. Dosh in contempt for various violations as well. I am going to start with Mr. Schieffer as it relates to your points in your case with child support. But first, I'm going to have both parties please stand up, raise your right hands, and be sworn in.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schieffer.
Thank you, Your Honor, and admittedly, I have not been in front of Your Honor for one of these hearings. I can certainly make an offer of proof. I'm not sure the facts are contested, but essentially, and I can tell the court that the affidavit of mailing, or the affidavit had previously been filed early December, in fact, 3rd, I think. On 12/26, a payment was made in the amount of $314.57. That is not a full payment for the month. Nonetheless, Mr. Dosh did make that payment. Prior to that, the most recent payment was August 19th in the amount of $26.54. It is our position that Mr. Dosh has not maintained steady employment. He's not in compliance since June of 2025. That was the last time he made a full payment as an officer of the court. His July payment was only $14.02 short. My understanding is he's now employed at the service center at the Walmart in St. Croix Falls. We have received one payment, Your Honor, so it appears he may be back on track. We are still asking for a contempt finding with what I refer to as standard purge conditions. I can go over those for the court if Mr. Dosh agrees. We would ask that the court order, in addition to his current payment, $100 towards arrears. And we would ask the court to consider ordering 1 month in the Polk County Jail, which would be stayed pending compliance with this order. There are a few other things, but I didn't have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Dosh prior to the hearing. So I'm not sure whether or not he would agree with that or not.
What would you be requesting? What additional things?
Yes, Your Honor. Monthly payments in the amount of $631.56. Monthly payment of $100 towards arrears, beginning or effective February 1st. Notify the Polk County Child Support Agency and Clerk of Court of changes of address within 48 hours. Notify the Child Support Agency of any change of employment within 48 hours. If unemployed, register with the Workforce Resource Center and provide proof of registration to Polk County Child Support Agency within 5 days. If unemployed, register with a local temp agency and provide proof of registration to the Child Support Agency within 5 days. If unemployed, seek work, 5 jobs per week with no repeats in a calendar month. Must provide, again, proof of applications to the Polk County Child Support Agency. In addition, the cost of serving Mr. Dosh, Your Honor, to bring this action was $90. We would ask the court order that he pay that amount within 120 days to the Polk County Child Support Agency. Another alternative, as I'll refer to it as, is he could otherwise pay the amount of $2,830.71, essentially to purge the contempt. And again, I would ask the court to order 30 days jail in the Polk County Jail, which would be stayed pending compliance.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schieffer. Mr. Dosh, you are here without an attorney. You've not had an attorney at any of your hearings. You have represented yourself. Is it your intention to represent yourself here today as well?
Yes.
And do you understand all of the statements and information that has been stated on the record by Attorney Schieffer?
Yes, I do.
And do you agree with and accept all of those conditions as they have been laid out by Attorney Schieffer?
Yes.
Do you have any questions as it relates to what the Child Support Agency and Attorney Schieffer are requesting the court to order?
No, I don't, no questions.
Do you have the ability to pay $2,830.71 to purge this completely and to get off of a contempt order?
As of right now, no. I figured either I could pay it in, with each monthly payment, or usually it gets taken out of my tax returns. Which would be,
Okay.
you know, sometime March, the latest.
Okay, all right. And I believe that's what happened last year, and that could happen again this year, and maybe you could be brought current. So that could potentially be a good thing. So do you understand those conditions of making your regular monthly payment as well as making an additional $100 payment for arrears each and every month, beginning having this agreement begin February 1st, 2026?
I agree and accept it. I just have one question. I don't know whether that's a now thing or if I should do that afterwards. As far as the, what I make now from what I used to make, I think they're basing it off the percentage of that my income was much more than what it is now.
That's not a this question. That's not a today question. That's a you either talk with an attorney or figure it out how to file your own motion question. And or whether or not it is within the 3-year review time for child support to review financial information and other things. Okay, and you understand that if you fail to make your monthly payments, which is set at this amount and will be set at this amount for the period of 1 year, including, so it'd be $631.56 a month plus an additional $100 for arrears. Do you understand that if you fail to make your payments, that means if you fail to even make one payment, you will be in violation of your purge condition, and that child support is asking that the court order 30 days of jail.
Sure.
Yes.
I accept, I agree.
Okay, all right. So based upon all of the information and statements made on the record here today by Corporation Counsel and by Mr. Dosh, he is in full acceptance and agreement of the court finding him in contempt. You are agreeing and stating on the record, Mr. Dosh, that you in fact did violate the child support order and you have failed to make all regular payments. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, so the court will find you in contempt. As it relates to the purge conditions, the court will adopt those as stated on the record by Corporation Counsel Assistant Attorney Schieffer. Has anyone made any threats or any promises to you, Mr. Dosh, for you to agree to accept the finding of contempt and the purge conditions?
No.
You're doing so freely and intelligently. That means you are telling the court you fully understand what you're doing here today.
Yes, Your Honor.
And voluntarily? All right, then he is freely, intelligently, and voluntarily agreeing to the finding of contempt and accepting the purge conditions. You are to pay $90 within 120 days to child support as it relates to that dollar amount with this cause of action. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, thank you. Anything further from your point of view in your matters, Mr. Schieffer?
Your Honor, and I'm sure the court will stop me if the court believes I'm out of line, but I just wanted to reiterate to Mr. Dosh, is no one wants to be here on these contempt issues. And I had the opportunity to talk to Ms. Vogt prior to, and we can bring the bottom line to $0 over, but there's the process of her having to come to court, and the same thing for Mr. Dosh. He, whether or not he believes it, related to child support, Your Honor, I'm sure this court can attest, there are folks situated a lot worse than him. And it's possible that this thing could be brought up to speed by tax time. But the hope is that with communication, and I know Walmart, they're not going anywhere. Those jobs will be there. So it's hopeful that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for him as the child is going to be 18 next year. So this is a relatively short period of time, but the hope is that we can maintain steady payments, not have to come back. And I think everyone will be much happier. I know we have a Burnett County judge with a full caseload that would probably much rather not be in court as well. So I just wanted to reiterate that to Mr. Dosh. This is not trying to punish him right now, but certainly the time that Ms. Bo takes out of her schedule and he takes out of his schedule is a further penalty.
Thank you, Mr. Schieffer. I fully agree with that statement. Mr. Dosh, when did you start your employment at the Walmart Service Center?
That was been there since November. I guess I don't remember the exact date. I could look on my phone, but it's in my car.
November 18th.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just need an idea. And that's at the St. Falls Walmart?
Yeah, yes.
And what are your hours and when do you work?
So I work third shift actually, from 10 to 7 in the morning. For a normal 40 hours a week. I am not eligible for overtime yet. I have to go through a probationary period, but as soon as I
That's
can.
fine. Sounds like it's a good job and it sounds like it could be stable for you. So that's really good to hear.
It's helping me get into my CDL. That's what I want to do, is drive truck for them. So hopefully
I
that
think
works out.
that is awesome and that is amazing and that could do a whole lot of good and benefit for both you and your family, as well as Chase here. All right, thank you. Then now I'm going to move on to Ms. Vogt and her allegations and complaints.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. Does the court want child support to remain?
No, you are free to leave and please just do your standard order.
Will do, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep, thank you.
Ms. Vogt,
Yes,
what are you asking of the court?
I'm asking for Cole to be found in contempt off of the order that was filed on 10/9 for not. He was ordered to pay $954.97 within 60 days of the order, or make a $100 monthly payment starting November 15th, and he has not done either.
Yes, and did you read further in that court's order as it relates to filing contempt for failing to pay?
Failed to, well, it does pay at least 5 payments in a row, but he hasn't even started. So the 60 days would be contempt.
The court order does say that you have to wait 5 months to see if he fails to pay. He still has an ability to start to pay and to catch up paying. It is premature. You cannot file until it's been 5 months past the date of the order. So October, November, December, January, February, March. So in March, if he's failed to pay 5 payments, then you may bring a contempt matter, a contempt order. Mr. Dosh, why are you not paying?
I guess I'd have to look at the order. I know it's been kind of a lot and somewhat confusing. I don't know if I just thought that was kind of in the mix of everything. I'd have to look at it again. If she could be right, I'm not saying she's not. I would just like to look at it again to make sure that I have everything in order. The last time we were in court, it just seemed like there was a lot of amounts that were thrown at me, and I guess I need to take the responsibility of looking it over again and making sure that I'm making all the right moves with it. I guess I've just within the whole mix of everything, I've just been kind of trying to stay on track with my monthly, the child support and everything. I guess I will get on that if that's an issue. I guess now, to me, I wasn't aware of it. Again, I'll have to review. I'll have to go over and look at the previous order and make sure that I have that.
And Mr. Dosh, the court, I'm going to tell you, was lenient in the fact of I did allow you to have some ability to, if you were having a financial problem and couldn't pay one of the payments timely, to pay a double payment a different time, and not be found in contempt. But I can't keep giving you leniency here, because I'm gonna tell you, Ms. Vogt continues to come into court with each and every slip up and ask the court to send you to jail. You now have 30 days of jail hanging over your head, and with child support, I'm gonna tell you, that's pretty easy to have that imposed and stayed vacated, and to have you sit that 30 days. It wouldn't be hard for the court to send you to jail for additional time for not paying this. But being able, I took into account your financial situation, and that's why I gave you the ability to start making payments of as little as $100 a month. You need to make those payments, and I'm ordering you to start making that payment. Then you need to be able to make at least your first payment by January, by the end of this month. Can you do that?
The $100 or, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, as long as I know what I have to, yes, I can get that all in order and make sure that it gets handled.
And I'm gonna state on the record right now that I'm amending my order on the record to reflect that if the $954.97 is not completely paid by the time you file your taxes, and if you receive a refund that will cover your arrears in your child support, but there will be extra, then that extra amount is ordered to be paid over to Ms. Vogt to try and alleviate this debt that's owed. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, so, and I'm also amending it to say that you must make your payment right now in January. And looking at the order, it's not March, it would be April that she could file a contempt for failing to pay. But I'm gonna tell you, if we're back here in court for failing to pay, it would be pretty highly unlikely for the court not to find you in contempt, because you're not making the payments. And it would be highly likely that there could be jail imposed, and imposed immediately, not stayed. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So when's your first payment going to be made?
This month.
It's due actually January 15th, but I want to make sure that you get it paid in January. So get it paid, okay?
Yes, I will.
Other than the $900 payment, Ms. Vogt, is there anything else that Mr. Dosh is not doing?
No, I think that sums it up.
All right, thank you. Then we are adjourned.
Thank you.